Hey there, folks. My name is Kendall Jamal Doucette. I'm the mental health and wellness consultant with Wellness and Learning Initiatives under the Garden Care Suite of Services. And if you joined us last time, we're having a conversation around grief, the types of losses we experience, and today we're going to be continuing that conversation, and we're going to be speaking to how do we make sense of these experiences? How do we move forward in presence? How do we create a soft place to land with these experiences? A place of self-compassion, curiosity, and empathy. Now, I'm going to be speaking a bit today to what impacts our experiences with grief, change, transition, and how do we make sense of them. So, our prior attachment is going to impact the way that we move through grief. So, what was the strength of the bond to what was lost? Now, typically, the stronger the bond, the more significant and long-term the impact and the processing that is needed. What was the nature of this loss? So was this expected versus unexpected? Were we able to put things in place, supports in place? Were we able to move through the grieving cycle, move towards acceptance? Or was this an experience in which we were ripped? It was ripped out of our hands or ripped out from our experience or life, and then we're having to respond. Our coping strategies. So, what was available to me in my time of distress during my loss? So, what were the internal resources that I can call upon? This might be meditation, deep breathing, yoga, movement, something to kind of move the energy that's inside of us. What was available? Journaling, anything that I was able to use as a tool to process my experience. The developmental stage that we find ourselves in. So where we find ourselves in our life cycle, we can inherently expect various experiences of loss at a certain age. So whether that is maturational or actually just due to things like death and in old age. And so when we have an understanding of the life stage that we're in, we can have an awareness of what might be typical in terms of loss. Versus, if it's a young child, we don't necessarily associate loss especially through maturational, so through age and growth at that age and that life stage. So our experience with that, where we are in our life and what we can expect in terms of what might be typical in loss will impact our experiences with it. And also the supports that are available. So this can include our social supports, the community support, family support. What were the external, so outside of myself, the external resources that I could call upon while I was moving through this grief, this change, this transition. So when we pay attention to these experiences and we make sense of them, when we have this conversation with ourselves and also the appropriate people in our lives, we can then move forward with presence. We can be in relationship with others in a way that is sustaining. I'm here in this moment with you as an individual. And so these are really important experiences that we should pay attention to. So we give ourselves this compassion, we extend ourselves grace to make sense of all of our experiences. We will come across change, we will come across transitions, and we will come across loss within all of those experiences. And so allow ourselves to be in the moment and also be in relationship with one another. Okay? So take care of you, make sense of where you are, where you would like to go, and we'll keep the conversation going and we'll speak to you soon. Have a great day.